Welcome to the Abyss. We're back today playing more Slay the Spire, and today we're going to continue our Defect climb onto Ascension level 6, where we start each run damaged. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, but this game's always hard, even on the base difficulty, so... Ooh, I do not really care for these starting bonuses. I guess a little bit of max health is okay. It doesn't really help me win fights in the short term, though. That's a very early burning elite. I don't think that's happening. Unless we get a really good boss swap. I've been doing this more recently on Defect, so I think I'm down for a boss swap here. Could be really bad. Could also be really awesome. Very high variance. But let's see what we get. Okay, Slaver's Collar is not what I would call good. It is a little extra energy against elites, which is something. Does literally nothing. It makes me actually weaker in all the regular combat, so because I don't have that starting lightning orb anymore. And I'm not sure exactly where I want to go. Definitely want to fight some elites with the Slaver's Collar. Looks like... There's one 3 elite path. Oh no, there's 2. One that includes a burning elite. That doesn't seem very reasonable. Unless we get really high rolls on our card rewards. I think I'm going to start at the left here. I can probably get 2 elites. And I'll at least give myself an outside chance to take this burning elite. Probably not going to go that way, but we could. If we get, really, really strong somehow. Already discouraging that I'm taking 7 here. Not what you like to see. And yeah, Slaver's Collar is definitely not what I would call a good start. But, well, Defragment turn 1. Or floor 1 is very tempting. It's definitely going to mean I want to take more orb generating cards, which we may or may not be offered. I'm going to take this. This could backfire. It's already a huge detriment because of my lack of my starting orb, which just also makes this dual cast really bad, as you can see. Does literally nothing for me that turn. I think maybe I can get away with blocking once here. We'll see. So, if I dual cast this, it's going to do 18. So dual cast strike. Still doesn't... Oh no, it will kill because of the passive orb damage. Okay, I think I can afford to block twice here. Yeah, we're good. Dual cast, strike kills. Alright, not a bad fight. I guess with these as my options, I'm going to take Equilibrium. It is a good block card, and Retain is powerful. I don't think I'm going to a shop here. No, probably not. So yeah, I'll lose the gold. Okay, that's a really good relic. Guaranteed potions. I'm actually, that makes me really happy to see this fight here. Because I get a guaranteed potion. In addition to whatever, card reward we get offered. Just hopefully something good. Can I kill the back one? It looks like I can with triple strike. So if I double defense strike, I take 5. Which I guess is actually better than killing the back one and taking 7. So let's do that then. Stinks to have to take 5, but... So... Sometimes you have to make these little trades in this game. You can't always block everything. And I absolutely love a cold snap here. We already have a defrag. That's a no-brainer. I would take probably more of those given the opportunity. And I think I actually am going to defrag here, even though it doesn't do anything for me this turn. Because now I have a cold snap in addition to my zap. And yeah, that will be very beneficial. It allows me to full block here, which is nice. I'm definitely just going to equilibrium zap. Let the passive damage tick off. I feel like maybe I should have played zap first instead of cold snap. So I could dual cast lightning right now. So I guess because of that, I'm going to dual cast the frost to move the lightning up. That full blocks for me, and then I'll just strike twice here. And this fight is over. We win with passive orb damage. And we get a Blessing of the Forge. Pretty good. And a self-repair. Definitely like that more than rebound and heat sinks. Yeah, healing is good. Very useful. Makes it really easy to take a coffee dripper. And now, with the Forge Potion, which I will probably try to use on the Defragment, whatever turn we draw that, I could see, and the self-repair, I could see maybe trying to take on this elite. I think if it is Gremlin Knob, we could very easily die. But I think either of the other two, we get a pretty easy win. So, how lucky am I feeling is the question. Good question. I think what I'm actually going to do is go left. Upgrade the defragment. That elite is tempting, though. You know what? Fuck it. Let's fight the Burning Elite right now. It is Gremlin Knob. Very bad. I think obviously I Blessing the Forge here. Get the upgrade on the defragment. I'm going to strike. And I guess I equilibrium here. Hold the defense. Doesn't really make any difference. Oh, boy. Bottom decking that lightning is pretty bad. I think what I do is I just cold snap, strike, strike, self-repair. I think the passive block is going to be enough to keep me alive in this fight. I could be wrong about that, though. Don't play a defend here. Just going to make him angrier. Yeah, and now bottom decking that lightning, I think, is going to cost me this fight here. Let's equilibrium strike. And see what this next draw looks like. Okay, I am alive. Inexplicably. Oops. Ooh, I just misplayed, though. That was a big error. Playing my cards too fast. Hopefully it doesn't cost me this fight. Think it might have. Damn it. That's unfortunate. Do I kill here anyway, though? I do. Okay. That was scary. Artivore is amazing here. That's really good on Defect. And we get a Ball Lightning, which I absolutely am taking. Yeah. Give me more Orb Gen. And we, let's see. Maybe if I can take relatively little damage in this fight, I could see maybe taking the next elite. I'm going to Dex Potion here to block more. And then I think I just play the defragment. Take 4. Yeah, and then I'm going to heal back 7, which is good. Hopefully we can get a decent split on this guy. Yeah. Dual cast. Get the frost in play. And I get the full block with equilibrium. Play zap. Played zap over Ball Lightning there so I could Artivore for this turn. And now, let's see. I think I dual cast first to full block, and then we Ball Lightning, Cold Snap, strike here. Not sure if that was exactly right. I think we're fine though. So I have, you know, a decent amount of block from here. Should be able to finish this without taking any further damage. Yep, we're good. Okay. And a second copy of Defragment? Yes, please. Give me that. For sure. I don't think these potions are good enough to take another elite right now. Well, I could be wrong about that. If it's Lagavulin, being able to set up and play the 2 defrags before we get attacked and possibly even get some orbs in play could make that fight relatively easy. How do we do against sentries? Honestly, maybe not bad. 20 health isn't a lot, though. I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to upgrade one of the defragments and then see what this relic is. Ink bottle, that's fine. Little card draw is pretty good. And then hopefully we can heal some health in this fight, which is already not looking super likely. But we might. I'm full blocking this turn. And what I'm hoping is that I feel comfortable taking the next elite. Floor after next here. This is tough. I don't know. I can't kill anybody without a favorable hit from dual cast. So I guess let's zap first and zap dual cast first. See where the lightning hits. One of each, okay. Not ideal. I think what that means is I try to kill the slime first. Block 3 here. Take a lot of damage. Could easily die in this fight, which I hope is not the case. Okay. Got a little lucky there. This guy's gonna run off with my money. Although, honestly, at least he's not killing me. He could have just killed me here. I didn't get to play self-repair either, which really sucks. I get a power potion, that's good, and another cold snap, which I'm absolutely taking. Oh yeah, and I don't have an option. We're fighting this elite now. Okay. It is Lagavulin. This feels like a pretty good matchup. I'm going to defragment cold snap first here. Play equilibrium for the hell of it. Doesn't really matter. Up my ink bottle, I guess. Now I want to play zap and pass. Okay, now this is a really good starting turn here. I get to defragment. I think ball lightning first. I also think since I'm playing 4 attacks here, I probably use the fear potion right now. So let's do that. We'll get back this self-repair. Hopefully. Or we might just die if we drop poorly. Let's see. Well, I'm not dead here yet. I'm going to play self-repair. I don't think the 9 damage is breaking this fight. Yeah. So now I get to full block. That's good. And I can strike dual cast. Fight's basically over. We get to heal. Waste the ink bottle there, but I'm not super concerned with that. Gyria's probably not going to be very helpful. I don't see myself using that very much. Sunder's tempting. Hologram's pretty good too. I could see making an argument for either one. I guess I'm going to take the Sunder. It's a rare card. I don't have the most attack damage. And it is pretty useful when you can kill something with it. Like, for instance, if I were to draw it this turn, it would be extremely useful. Although I did not. I guess I skill potion here. Oh, I get to seek for it. Awesome. Let's do that. Seek for Sunder. Kill... let's see. If I don't kill one of the ones attacking, then I die. I can kill the back one with 2 energy. I can't block. Because I can't block 5 here, I think what I'm going to do is actually Sunder this one. Although I could see an argument for playing Sunder against the Wizard, which maybe was the right thing to do. And I think I'm just going to defragment here. And hopefully we can get the damage to kill this wizard next turn. Let's see. Not sure what the right way to do this is. I think I actually cold snap the shield gremlin. I can't kill him though without favorable lightning. I could be screwed next turn if I don't attack the wizard. Let's just do that. Chip down the wizard as much as possible. He's obviously going to get shielded here. Gonna need some help from dual cast, which I got. Okay. From here, this fight's basically over. Yeah, we auto full block, so I'm fine. Cool. Up to 20 health. Second liquid bronze. Not the best potion. I'm actually kind of torn here. We don't have any area damage yet, which makes Doom and Gloom pretty good. And it's a third orb type, which, you know, could be good if we see a compile driver. But I also don't hate just taking another ball lightning. Just, you know, another thing to fill my orb slots. Lightning has consistent output. Whereas sometimes Dark can be kind of hard to evoke. That area damage is good, though. And I already have 4 energy in elite fights. I think I'm going to take the Doom and Gloom here. I don't think you're wrong to take ball lightning. Doom and Gloom is also a pretty good upgrade here. I don't think I want to go to a shop with 151 gold. So yeah, let's could also lift. I think I would rather upgrade Sunder and Doom and Gloom. Who's our boss? Maybe we upgrade Defragment and Doom and Gloom. I don't think I'm going to lift. Let's upgrade Doom and Gloom first. Good area damage. And the reason I'm leaning towards the other defrag is because we have Frost and you need to block against the Guardian. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see what I decide. Maybe we'll get something awesome here and I'll actually want to upgrade that instead. If I play this defrag, he's just dead to dual cast, yeah? Cool. I don't think I want an explosive potion. Probably just going to use one of the bronze scales against the boss. Ooh, cool-headed versus capacitor. I already have 2 defrags. Capacitor's going to make this fight pretty free because we could just get a bunch of frost orbs with a decent amount of focus and just basically auto block everything the boss does to us. The big danger is going to be if I can't transform him on turn 2 and I don't draw any block, we could just die. Which maybe says take cool-headed instead. I'm going to be greedy and take this capacitor though. I'm not, however, going to upgrade it. I'm going to upgrade Defragment. And I'm going to hope that we draw our damage here. Which, you know, I don't think this counts as drawing my damage. Okay, at least we got the zap thanks to Ink Bottle. That's big. I'm going to strike twice. Let self-repair hang around. And hopefully we can transform this guy. Yeah, I think we do. So defrag, ball lightning, cold snap twice. Transform them. And now, as you can see, with the frost orbs in play, we're pretty safe for the rest of this fight. I can even afford to strike once here. Still full block. And then once we get the capacitor in play, which is right now, now we're really safe. 1 defend, full blocks this attack for me, right? Yeah. So I can even play another defend and ball lightning. Get passive damage going. And I feel like from here this fight is basically over. I also just realized I forgot to use this potion. I don't think I ever need 2 liquid bronze, so I'm just going to use this now since we're guaranteed a potion after this fight anyway. And it is going to do, you know, not an insignificant amount of return damage on this turn. So, yeah. Let's do that. Although he didn't even get a chance to attack me. So I guess it did 0 return damage. That's fine. I'm going to save this defend for next turn. I can afford to strike though, so I'll do that. And yeah, pretty easy fight overall. Which, you know, with Frost and Focus, you would expect it to be. I guess I Ball Lightning here. Push the damage as much as possible. You can see, even if I don't play any cards, we're auto-blocking this 5x4. Oh, that's not true. I take 2 if I don't play Defend. My bad. And he's, yeah, basically just dead to this dual cast. Nope. I get to play a Cold Snap, too. Alright, nice easy fight. We get a Potion of Capacity, which isn't horrible, although it's not great. And Buffer's amazing, but it's not Seek level amazing. Seek is one of the best cards in the game. And even though it frequently is on the bottom deck, where it does nothing for me, I think it's still a thing that you take. That's just my recency bias too, right? You never remember the times when you get it turn 1. But you always get angry and remember the times when it's on the bottom and does nothing for you. This feels like a pretty good Black Star, honestly. I've already got Slaver's Collar. We're incentivized to fight a bunch of elites. I feel like I'm strong enough to maybe beat them. We're perhaps lacking a little bit in area damage. If we get an upgrade on the Sunder, I think we're doing fine, though. Of course, I also want to upgrade Seek. And Capacitor would be nice. Yeah, let's take Black Star here. Feels like I'm in a position to take pretty decent advantage of it. Although, part of that's going to depend on the map gen. Okay. We get, there's 2 different 3 elite paths I can choose from. One has a very late shop, which I like. There's no early shops. Which is kind of disappointing that I can't spend a bunch of money here. And if I take the right path, I don't get a shop. We do get 1 extra rest site, though. It's always the way, though, right? You have forced to choose between rest sites and elites, usually. 3 elite, 1 rest site does seem kind of scary. But taking no shops? Let's take a bunch of early events, and maybe I'll get a shop, and it'll make my decision easier. Let's see. I'm not sure. This might actually just be play Sunder. Although with all the focus I have, it feels like I'm better off playing Ball Lightning. And I kind of want an Equilibrium so I can play Sunder next turn, potentially. Although, what are the odds I'm doing that, right? Pretty low. Feels pretty low. So maybe I just Ball Lightning Strike. Hope I draw something else I can play. Well, yeah, that works. Although, do I want a dual cast? I think I'd rather have the Lightning in play for when I get to play my focus cards. Which is, thankfully, right now. Capacitor does nothing yet, so I'm just going to strike. Take a bit of damage here. Exactly what we can heal back with self-repair. Although we're taking more than that now. This is a hard fight, though. I think it's actually going to be long enough that I can afford to wait on the self-repair, and then I'll get back to it. May or may not be the case. And yeah, what did I say about Seek? There's my recency bias. It just seems like it's always on the bottom of the deck for me. I know that's not true. Like, logically, I know that's not the case. It's impossible, but God, it sure feels like it sometimes. Let's use it right now to get that self-repair in play. Just in case it's on the bottom of the deck. I want to make sure I get to play it. Don't want to miss out on the 7 health. And Ball Lightning Doom and Gloom just kills, I believe. Yeah. So I'm glad I played Seek for that. I'll take a Power Potion over the Capacity Potion. A little more useful. And I guess I like a second Equilibrium here. Bullseye's okay. It's not great. Give me the second Equilibrium. It's a really good block card. And I can... we're still low enough ascension that I have a 50% chance to not get a curse from this. But I really don't like a Writhe. Makes your turn ones worse, which is definitely not good. I'm not going to risk it here. Just going to move on to the next event. We get a card remove. I made the wrong decision. I could have removed that curse immediately. That's okay, though, because I'm behind on removes, and removing a strike here is perfectly reasonable. Very happy about it, actually. And I don't think I want bites. I already have a self-repair. 23 max health is a lot. I'm going to refuse that. And I still haven't decided which way I'm going. This has got to be Equilibrium, Ball Lightning. Really feels like it. I also have to remember I can use these potions. Let's use this. Okay, I like Storm here. Maybe it's actually Bias Cog. Yeah, this fight doesn't last 4 turns. Give me Bias Cognition. So we play that. We play Ball Lightning, Equilibrium. Take a little bit here. Okay. I think I must seek for Equilibrium again. Let's do that. And then play Defrag. Okay. Now, I Doom and Gloom. Let's dual cast first. I think. There's a Defrag first, then dual cast. Maybe it's not even dual cast. I think it's Defragment, Cold Snap, Doom and Gloom. Although we do miss the self-repair here. Would have taken more damage to play it, though. Now we kill you. And I'm not going to strike because I want to draw back to the self-repair if at all possible. And we did. Amazing. Alright, that could have gone a lot worse. We get a potion, strength potion. And do I want one more Ball Lightning? Aggregate's also an option. It's not great right now, but it has potential to be great later. And we have Seek already. Yeah, give me Aggregate. Okay. So, if I go left, I get to go to a shop later in the act, which I'll have a lot of money for. If the first elite goes really poorly, I can go around the other ones. If I go right, I'm forced into the second elite. I do get an extra fire. I think I'm going to go this way. I feel like I can maybe handle it. Not sure. Definitely use the Liquid Bronze here. That's a no-brainer. I Equilibrium, Cold Snap, and Seek for Defrag. I could also seek for Aggregate. That's going to let me play all these cards. That might be worth it to get the Dark and Frost in play. Yeah. So now I play Doom and Gloom first because I want to be able to evoke that for damage sooner rather than later. We Equilibrium here. That full blocks, which means I can hold this defend for next turn. Not a horrible turn one. Would be nice if I had drawn my focus here, though. I think I want an Art of War here. Oh no, I can't if I want a Cold Snap. Okay. Well, let's Capacitor, defend, Cold Snap, because it's the most block I can get. Take 7. Alright, here's a big hit. We get Equilibrium for it, which is good. Take 3 more, which is unfortunate. Let's see. Definitely play this. Ooh, Cold Snap. That's huge. Play that. So defend, self-repair. We're going to have to draw back to dual cast when the Dark Orb is bigger. Although maybe we'll just be able to kill by just evoking it normally here. So now I'm blocking 28. Take a lot more damage here. I don't think I can kill. Obviously. Yeah, not quite. Thorn's putting in some work, though. And now we win. And I played self-repair already. Okay, that could have gone worse. Letter Oper, gold-plated cables, and a fairy. Okay, now I feel very safe taking a bunch of elites. And I think I want a Core Surge. Makes it really easy to take a bias cog. Maybe if the white noise was upgraded, I'd opt for that instead. But yeah, give me a Core Surge. It's a rare card, and it's a good rare card. And now I think I upgrade Seek. Yeah. Let's upgrade Seek. Very important. To be able to get 2 cards with that instead of 1. Take another elite. I have a fairy. Should be reasonably safe here. This turn 1 leaves much to be desired. Let's use a power potion. Yeah, let's use a power potion. Creative AI is awesome. Give me that. I'm going to equilibrium, defragment, and trying to decide between Cold Snap and defend. I think I'd rather have the Frost in play. Blocks 1 less, which isn't a huge deal. It is kind of scary leaving those guys all alive, though. Although Sunder's here to help me out this turn. That's great. So let's Sunder. Aggregate gives me 2 energy. Might as well take it. Play the defrag. I think Zap first and then Cold Snap. On the leader. And do I actually play Hello World? I think I do. And play Defend for Ink Bottle and you know, the draw. The Ink Bottle and the Letter Opener, rather. And then I'm going to Core Surge here, because we full block him anyway. And, yes, Lightning killed him. So I'm glad I did it that way. Now we get Electrodynamics, which is amazing. I'm going to Capacitor first, I think. No, Cool-Headed first, to block more. Then we play Capacitor Electro. Since I don't have any defends in hand here. That's the most I can defend. 21. We take 9. Which is scary. Get to play my self-repair. Again, you guys are seeing this, right? This isn't just like in my head. Seek being on the bottom. Seek. It's so good. I know it's good. In my brain, I know that's true, but for some reason, it seems to do this to me a lot. And I don't know why. I don't know what I did, Seek. Is this something I did? Is it my fault that you're this way? I guess I Seek for Sunder Ball Lightning. We obviously play Aggregate. Get a bunch of energy. Yeah, give me Sunder Ball Lightning. We Sunder you. Ball Lightning, Cold Snap kills you. Then I guess I can play Heat Sinks. No reason not to. I'm going to Recursion. And then Cold Snap. Maybe I actually rebound Cold Snap. Yeah, that feels good. Keep that Frost cycling around. It didn't matter. We won anyway. Now I get a Molten Egg and a Dreamcatcher. Not the greatest rewards. Compile Driver is pretty amazing, though. Turbo is also good, but we already have the Aggregate. So yeah, give me Compile Driver. Card draw is important. And it even has a free upgrade on it, which is kind of nice. This is a skip for me. I don't want Matryoshka. It'll make it easier to take a Curse Key next act. Or at the end of this act, rather. and we don't see full value from it because this is the guaranteed chest. So this is only going to give me one additional relic, and I have to wait till the middle of next act to get it. So let's just skip. Hopefully I can heal a little bit off of Snake Plant. See, this is what Seek is supposed to be for me. Seek, Equilibrium, and Aggregate, I think. Yeah. Equilibrium, Aggregate. Gives me a bunch of energy and extra draw, which is nice. And then I just defend. This 24. Defend Cold Snap. So that's good. What I don't get is very much block here. So I think this is a Swift Potion. Let's use that. Now I can play Defrag twice and Dual Cast, I guess, is my best option. Still take a lot of damage here, which is unfortunate. They can't attack 3 turns in a row though. So I get a free turn to play Self-Repair, Doom and Gloom, and Zap. Okay. And hopefully we can just evoke this Dark Orb and end this fight, and we can. Cool. Could have been worse. I don't have enough powers for Storm to be good. Stack is never good. Recursion. I would take an upgraded Recursion, but I'm kind of behind on upgrades right now, and I don't think I can be upgrading that, so I'm going to skip. And we still have the Fairy, which means I'm still technically safe, so let's take another Elite. Book Stabbing round 2. Kind of troubling. It's also troubling as these potions aren't very helpful. Feels like I'm losing my Fairy to this guy. Let's Cold Snap, compile, and see what happens. Okay, nothing very good. I think I just defend. And I'm going to save maybe that attack potion to try to get a kill with it. This is just... If I Equilibrium, defend, defrag, that blocks what? 18, 22? Take 2 to get the defrag in play and save the other Equilibrium to block next turn. I could Equilibrium twice here, and that would full block, but I think I'd rather have this extra block next turn. I think. Maybe I'm wrong about that. He does attack every turn. Oh, and I miscounted. I full blocked that anyway, so that worked out. Now we definitely Equilibrium, defrag. Feels like I might need to play Doom and Gloom here. 21. If I Cold Snap, I full block, but I don't know if that is enough damage here. I think I do need to Doom and Gloom. Because we haven't really made any progress in this fight. I don't have the Thorns helping me out like I did last time. And yeah, Seek. What are you doing, Seek? You're doing the thing again. I'd like if you didn't. Let's, also Aggregate being on the bottom really sucks. That does nothing, right? We dual cast here. Cold Snap. That full blocks. No, not quite. That takes a little bit. Still though, like I said, I need to push damage. Do I just Seek right now, get Self-Repair and Core Surge so I don't draw them next turn? Good question. I think I need to push damage here. I'm gonna Seek for them, but I'm not gonna play them, right? Although, if I don't play Seek, then it gets shuffled back in, and it could help me next turn. Okay, I'm going to Ball Lightning Defend here. Try to stay alive as long as possible. Until hopefully this Dark Orb is going to bail me out here. Which would be easier if I could dual cast it. I don't think I have that luxury though. Kind of need to evoke it now. Play more Frost. Yeah, because we almost die if I don't play more Frost cards. So, Cold Snap it is. Gonna Core Surge, and I guess I'm gonna be greedy and self-repair here. I hope this 6 damage doesn't make or break this fight. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Well, no, because I can't Seek for Aggregate with 0 energy. Damn it. That's one of those weird things that actually makes Turbo kind of better than Aggregate in some cases. Like right now, I could, if I had Turbo instead of Aggregate, I could Seek for Turbo and Compile Driver and, you know, play Turbo and keep drawing cards. Or even play Turbo and play Equilibrium or something like that. Yeah. So, Seek not being a bro here. Is there anything I want out of the draw pile? That's what I'm asking myself right now. Like Seek, Strike, Strike could make it so that I don't draw strikes next turn. Which I don't think I'm going to want strikes. I think I want my other cards more than that. Even Defends are going to keep me alive, right? So yeah, let's Seek for 2 strikes. And end the turn. Probably going to need a high roll on my attack potion to win this here. We'll see though. Equilibrium lives. I can even aggregate Equilibrium, defend. And I actually want to dual cast next turn to get an extra little bit of damage from that orb. And now we win, yeah? I think we win. Alright. I'm really happy I preserved my fairy there. We get Blood Vial Omamori. I think Liquid Memories is better than a Strength Potion, so I'll take that. And, ooh, Overclock Plus. I'm kind of behind on card draw. If this didn't have a free upgrade on it, I would be ignoring it 100%. But with a free upgrade, it's actually a pretty decent card for card draw. I'm going to take the Overclock. And now Seek, you know, in the less important fight, is showing up exactly when I want it to every time. This is actually amazing too, because I can get Core Surge and block the confusion from the snake. Let's overclock first to see if I naturally draw Core Surge, and that will allow me to draw something else. Okay, we get Aggregate. That's awesome. So play Aggregate, Seek for Core Surge, and I guess the other Defrag? I think for safety, it's actually the Cold Snap. So we Core Surge, Cold Snap, Defrag, and I think I'm just going to Sunder here. Although retaining Equilibrium could be good for next turn. And I could always Sunder next turn, right? Yeah, let's just play these. Or just this, rather. Retain 4. And maybe have a better turn now. Yeah, because I wouldn't have gotten enough block. So I guess I'm glad I did it that way. Hard to say. I'm going to Equilibrium here. And I'm actually going to self-repair to use Art of War for next turn. Okay. Obviously I played Defrag. Cold Snap. Double Defend. Or Dual Cast. Dual Cast is risky, right? Because it saves me more this turn, but in the long run it might lose me more health. Maybe this is a potion turn. If I play Aggregate, it's going to give me 1 more energy. Not really worth it. What else could I potion for? Maybe I use an attack potion here. Although if I'm using attack potion, I'd rather kill with it, right? I really wish I had more cards upgraded. Being able to play Zap for 0 would be really nice. Help me proc the letter opener. I guess next turn might not be horrible. I do have a lot of block in the draw pile. Let's I'm gonna double defend. Full block. Oh. I guess this was a pretty horrible draw, huh? I could get overclock, make it better. I think I just play these. Feels weird to not be doing damage here. But staying alive is also pretty good. Don't know if you've ever tried it. It's kind of OP actually. It's way better than the alternative. Okay. Now I think I need to dual cast, yeah. So let's do that. Play the zap and a strike. Okay. Aggregate being on the bottom doesn't help, but retaining aggregate for this turn is going to help a lot. The power of equilibrium. Now aggregate does something. Then I can overclock if I need to. I don't think I even do. Yeah, we just win. Alright, that went okay. Fire potion could theoretically be better than attack potion. Not sure if it is or not. If I was still fighting Act 3 elites, I would say yes, it probably is better. But against Champ, I think the attack potion might actually be better. Ooh, and a free upgraded hologram. Absolutely give me that. Very powerful. And, I don't think I have enough frost for Glacier to be good. 2 cold snaps is not going to do it. I would need at least one, or for Blizzard to be good rather. I would need at least 1 Glacier. Ideally more than that. Cool-headed is pretty good. I do want more frost for sure. I don't think these relics are very helpful to me at all. Hyper Beam's fun, but I'm kind of past the point in the game where it's that useful. You kind of want Hyper Beam to get you through Act 1 and 2 really easily, and then you kind of play it a lot less in Act 3, so I'm not going to pay money for that. Let's remove the strike. Buy the cool-headed. And nothing else. Kind of a disappointing shop. Kind of makes me wish I went the other way. Although then this would have been the exact shop I saw in Act 3, so maybe there's some value to that. Panic Button's not horrible. And we have the Core Surge, which blocks the no block from Panic Button. I could see that bailing me out on a big turn. Yeah, let's take the Panic Button. I might need to panic. I'm panicking right now. No. I don't hate the max health gain from this, but I don't want to lose 19 current HP. So let's just spend an Omamori charge. Blocks a decay, so I don't have to worry about it. And yeah, I'm still way behind on upgrades. I like Sunder, I like Capacitor, I like Aggregate, I like Zap. Cool-headed's pretty good. Let's do the Capacitor. Get more mileage out of that focus. Okay, Core Surge turn 1 is fine, I guess. Being able to hologram Cold Snap is pretty nice. Not a lot positive to say about this turn other than that, though. Although, there's definitely value to getting Frost Orbs in play. Now we seek for what? Aggregate Defrag? It's tempting to draw first and see if I get either of those things naturally, just from the overclock. But if I get aggregate first, it gives me more energy. And I have a decent amount of draw here. So yeah, let's get the aggregate. And I guess one of the defrags. Play aggregate. And the defrag. And I'm going to cool-headed, overclock. Okay, getting the capacitor down here is really big. And I think I just equilibrium here. Full block this turn. And get the self-repair out of the deck. I think I'm going to do the Dark Orb thing to beat Champ here. Which means I should probably get one of those charging sooner rather than later. Although I do want it to be as far back as possible. So I can, you know, still play orbs comfortably for a little bit. So I'm going to Cold Snap here and then Doom and Gloom. And I'll play the other Defend to block that way. And I don't think I want to play any Lightning at all. Just let the Frost and the Dark do their thing for this fight. I guess I will strike. Yeah, because I don't mind this draw next turn, so I don't want to compile here. So just play strike. Oops. I did want to draw that equilibrium next turn. Stupid ink bottle that I wasn't paying attention to. I blame you. I blame you, ink bottle. It's not my fault. How am I supposed to pay attention to my relics? You're supposed to not draw when I don't want you to. That's how these things work. Yeah, so this is fine. Already full blocking. Just wait. The name of the game here is to just charge up that Dark Orb until it kills Champ in one dual cast. Which is, you know what? It's a little bit. We're going to be here a while waiting. But there's not, with all this Frost, there's not really anything Champ can do about that strategy. I guess I'll speed things up by playing Sunder here. Because why not? Get us a little closer. So it doesn't have to be a full 200 damage Dark Orb. It can just be like a 150 damage one. I'm going to Equilibrium here. Makes Aggregate and Hologram both really good next turn. So let's do that. And yeah, I don't think, as long as we keep Champ above half health, there's really nothing he can do about this. Kind of sad, actually. Almost feel bad for the guy, but at the same time, fuck him, right? He's a jerk. He taunts you. He's arrogant. He deserves this. So that's what I'm going to do to him. I don't think, I guess I just, you know, continue to chip damage a little bit here. Don't want to play any orbs that aren't Frost. No reason to. I even have this panic button in my back pocket in case, you know, for some reason I can't block this, but I can. Right? 30, yeah, 40, we're fine. It's actually more than that because of the gold-plated cables, which I've been pretty consistently forgetting that I have. I guess I compile here. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do a little letter opener damage. Not that it actually does damage. Gets by his block. Alright, I'm going to Cold Snap here. And now the orb will charge faster. Because of the gold-plated cables. Since I remembered that I have them. I mean, they work even if I don't remember. Which I usually don't, but... Now I can see them working. Visually makes it easier for me. We're not quite there yet, so I'm just gonna play some defends, or I guess play one defend. That's fine. I can take one here. Champ's gonna be taking a whole lot more than one pretty soon. Just gonna Equilibrium so I can Hologram. I think dual cast kills next turn, so let's just get that right now. And wait. Alright, Champ. Take that. Nice easy fight. Ancient Potion's kind of nice. Maybe I want that more than an attack potion. I think I do. And I already have the Core Surge. Another one would be cool, but Electrodynamics is just amazing here. Area damage on Lightning Orbs is pretty great. And let's see. I have the 2 equilibriums, so Runic Pyramid seems kind of not that big of a deal. It's good. I think Coffee Dripper with the Blood Vial and the Self Repair are actually the way to go here. Finally get 4 energy in all my fights, and 5 energy against, you know, bosses and elites. Pretty good. There is another early shop. I like that. Do I want to go that way though? I want to take as many elites as possible with the Black Star. Looks like again that is 3 elites is how many are possible. And yeah. So if I go left, I get 3 elites with 2 fires, no shops. If I go right, I get a shop, a fire, then 1, 2. Or I can get a shop, an elite, then a fire, then an elite, then an elite, then a fire. That seems better to me. So let's start over here. Okay. Definitely want to seek for one of the powers and aggregate. Do I actually even need the aggregate? Maybe what I do is I seek for aggregate, but don't use it till next turn. Get draw? Or maybe I save seek till next turn. Just play Equilibrium, Ball Lightning, Hologram Equilibrium to keep me safe next turn. Yeah, let's do it that way. And we'll see what we draw naturally. And then I'll decide how I want to use Seek. Okay, we get 1 defrag, we get aggregate, that's cool. Obviously we play both of those. And now I can seek for electrodynamics. Seems like a good move. And I guess the other defrag. Or the Sunder. Honestly, probably doesn't matter much. Let's, actually, since it doesn't matter much, let's actually get the self-repair to make sure I get that played. Yeah, because now I'm full blocking anyway, right? We cool-headed. We play self-repair. I can even ball lightning, kill this guy. Kill everybody. Go to full health. Pretty cool. I don't think I want a flex potion. Most of my damage is orbs. And, ooh, tough call here. The fact that this defrag isn't upgraded makes me kind of want to take the go for the eyes. It's really useful to have debuffs, and I don't have any right now. Yeah, give me the go for the eyes. Weak for the heart is very important. I'll take an event here. Ooh, a free upgrade. I like that. I could also take Warp Tongues here for no downside because of the Omamori. That's going to upgrade 1 thing in my deck every turn. And I don't think I care about the targeted upgrade that much. Plus, then I can stall for my self-repair like I enjoy so much. Yeah, give me the tongs here. That's pretty cool. Gonna take those without having to worry about pain. I like it. And let's see. Don't hate another go for the eyes. Don't hate another cool-headed. Master Strategy is good but expensive. Dark Shackles is good. I don't think I really need Medkit here. Well, I guess Medkit with Overclock is kind of a thing, right? At least on the fights when it lasts long enough for that to matter. Which isn't many fights, honestly. I think I can just deal with the burn. It's also like, you know, more than half of my gold. If I remove a strike, buy cool-headed. Do I want the cool-headed? Yeah, 3 Frost Orbs doesn't feel like enough. Let's remove a strike. Let's buy the cool-headed. And then go for the eyes versus Dark Shackles. Reusable artifact removal and weaken versus amazing one-time use card. Not sure which one is better. I do seriously want a second go for the eyes though. One isn't really enough. Even with the if I had like multiple holograms, maybe you could get away with one of them. I think it's worth having a second one. I'm gonna take it. And yeah, we'll go on. Save the rest of our money for Act 4 here. Yikes. This is a rough start to this fight. Hopefully we can heal back all the damage I'm taking, which is a lot of damage. Definitely want to play Cold Snap first. And I guess we'll do Ball Lightning, then Cold Snap. Defend. Oh, I wish I knew I was going to draw that Sunder. That would have been helpful. Although I wouldn't have drawn it with enough energy to play it anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. Let's see. Go for the eyes here. I think dual cast first and then cool-headed. Overclock. Let's, I'm gonna Equilibrium. Then overclock. Yeah. And I'll play the capacitor. Cool. Hopefully we get the upgrade on the self-repair here. Warp Tongs. Where are you, Warp Tongs? I guess it's only, what, 4 health? Well, it's 3 health, really, but... No, I can take advantage of the full thing. I'm down 11. I feel like the move is you just play Electro and win this fight, though. So let's aggregate Electro, Equilibrium. Have Panic Button for next turn if I need it. And I get one more shot at getting the self-repair upgraded by the Warp Tongs here. Didn't do it. Okay. I'm fine with that. Let's just play it. Seek for both the defrags. Which I don't know what they're doing on the bottom of the deck there. Not what they're supposed to be doing, that's for sure. And now... Guess we kill you in that full blocks. Cool. And this fight's basically over. Not quite over, but close enough. I feel like I'm out of danger. Yeah. Sunder works. Gambler's Brew is pretty powerful. Might actually be better than the Liquid Memories. I don't know that it is. It might be, though. Ooh, and I'll take a... Oh, maybe... you know, I'm actually torn here. Even if I'm not doing a lot of damage with the... with physical attacks, where the vulnerable matters... This strips artifact conditionally, and I already have 2 of them. This always strips artifact, even if they're not attacking me. And just for that alone, I think it's worthwhile. So even if somebody's not attacking you, you can still get rid of a layer of artifact. I'm going to take a Beam Cell. It's also really good with Sunder, right? And yeah, I am going to ditch the Liquid Memories in favor of the Gambler's Brew. Not sure if that's right or not. But it feels like I'm happier having that in my deck for the next elite. Or in my, potion. My potion belt area. Let's hollow the card draw since I have so much energy. Okay, Core Surge is not ideal. It's not horrible though. And we're full blocking this jerk. I still want to kill him. And I get to kill him with Letter Opener. Okay, cool. Hopefully this isn't too difficult of a fight from here. We did get the self-repair upgrade. Wonder if I'm going to need it though. May or may not. Definitely could take a lot of damage this turn. Don't think we're going to though. I'm going to Sunder here. Play this. And then what? Seek for... Guess I could get Panic Button. Is that really necessary? Could also just get defrag capacitor. Capacitor doesn't really block for anything. I think it's double defrag then dual cast. Yeah, let's do that. Both the defrags. Dual cast here. Probably should have compiled before I did that. But that's okay. We still full block. Full is enough for me. Now we should be able to end this fight before we take damage, I would think. Yeah. Easy. Easy peasy. Not bad. Ooh, Entropic Brew is pretty cool. Although it's a little awkward, right? Like, if I'm trying to save my front and back potion till the end, and holding on to this doesn't really do anything for me. Because I want to use a potion every fight, right? Weird to skip an Entropic Brew. I think it's actually right here, though. Do I want to loop? Kinda. I already have the gold-plated cables, so it's essentially just another stack of that. How many powers do I have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4... 5. Not a horrible force field, I guess. It's awkward when you draw it early, but like later on in the fights it becomes a really good hologram target when it's, you know, block 16 for 0. I could see taking a force field here. That said, I already have the 2 decent, you know, big block cards with the 2 equilibriums. I have the panic button. I think I'd rather just have my orbs doing more for me, so I'm going to take this loop. And yeah, skip Entropic Brew. Never feels right. Is this the Gambler's Brew turn? This isn't the greatest turn 1, that's for sure. Feels like a gamble 5 here. Let's do it. Okay, that's better. Equilibrium's nice. Still not great though. We could be in a lot of trouble next turn. For sure. I was really hoping to see, you know, Seek, or Electrodynamics, or even my Overclock to try to get to those things. That's pretty sad first 10 cards to be on the top of the deck. That's what we get though. At least we got the upgrade on the what you call it, the self-repair. Definitely gonna make a difference. Let's see. Seek for Sunder gets rid of the dagger dealing 25. Seek for Electro. Does that kill them? If I get Electro and the other defrag, that's going to be what? Lightning dealing 7? Kills the bottom one, but not the top one. But I can kill the top one with Beam Cell then. Still take a lot of damage from Repto though, because I don't have the energy to put Cool-Headed in play. If I get Electro and the defrag. So maybe it's something like Seek for Aggregate Overclock and trust that between Cool-Headed and Overclock I get what I need. Let's do that. Scary. Aggregate Overclock. Gives me a bunch of energy and a bunch of cards I can play. Okay, Panic Button actually might not be horrible here. Let's, I guess we Beam Cell the top one now. Kill it with Doom and Gloom. Can also draw more with Compile Driver. But I should do that after the Doom and Gloom, right? So let's Beam Cell here. Ooh, draw even more. That's good. Doom and Gloom. Hologram on Aggregate would be pretty dope right about now. With what I have in the drop pile, this feels like a pretty safe turn to use Panic Button. Let's compile first. Draws 3, which is good. Panic Button, full blocks here. What if I equilibrium defrag? That does not full block, obviously. It blocks 17? Take 15? If I play panic button right now and Repto decides to attack next turn instead of summon, that's really sad. I don't think it's very likely. And I do at least get 2 Frost Orbs, and more than likely I get 2 Frost Orbs and go for the eyes. So that's going to block a lot. In fact, I guaranteed get 2 Frost Orbs, right? Because even if... No, I don't. Cool-Headed could be the bottom card, and I don't have enough Ink Bottle to get to it. Still, though, it's pretty likely. I think what I do here is I play Panic Button, and then I'm going to defrag Capacitor. Full block this turn. Hopefully not getting attacked now. And we're not. That's great. We didn't even bottom deck the Cool-Headed. So maybe I didn't even need to agonize over that as much as I did. I think I actually skip Sunder and play Electro, because Repto is summoning daggers. Nice to draw that wound with the Ink Bottle, so I don't have to worry about it this turn. Alright, now we can block again, because the Panic Button wore off. Aggregate for 10 is awesome. It'd be better if I could hologram some card draw right now. It's okay though. I can hologram, go for the eyes. Let's Beam Cell, Doom and Gloom. Hologram, go for the eyes, I think is the best play here. Yeah, because nothing else in my draw pile or my discard pile blocks for me, right? So we play the go for the eyes. We full block. And maybe we'll get back to self-repair here. Haven't played it yet. I would really like to. It's just Equilibrium. Not going to attack. We're full blocking, and I don't want Repto to die before I draw Equilibrium. If at all possible. And we Equilibrium. Self-repair. Don't even know what I'm saying. Words. I'm horrible at saying words. It's so bad. I don't know why I'm doing this shit. That's okay, though. Bottled Lightning. Yeah, okay. This is amazing. Because in case any of you at home are wondering what we bottle here, I'm just looking at these as a mere formality. I guess I'll take a recursion. But that is not what I'm going to bottle. I obviously bottle Seek. So now I don't have to bitch and moan about it being on the bottom of the deck anymore. I guaranteed get to add 2 cards to my hand at the beginning of every fight. And that is the true power of Seek. Bottled Seek is perhaps the strongest card you can bottle. Even, not just Bottled Lightning, but all the bottles. Seek is better, right? Like, you could make an argument for Seek Apotheosis, or Bottled Apotheosis being better, but if you have Apotheosis, I can Seek for Apotheosis and one other card. So Seek is just better. I'm going to recall here. Get that out of the way. See if we see better upgrades from the card rewards. I'd still love to see Bias Cognition, which would be amazing with this, because I could always turn 1 Seek for Bias Cog and Core Surge. Just have a bunch of focus at the beginning of every fight. Pretty strong thing to do. I don't think... I think seeking for aggregate before I overclock doesn't really matter, because I'm not going to have enough cards to spend all that energy anyway. So I can overclock first. And maybe we get, what we get changes what I want to seek for. Like right now, I'm not so sure I even want to seek for aggregate. I think I would rather, because playing Electro in this fight doesn't matter. I think what I want to seek for is something like Defragment and Equilibrium. Something like that. Yeah, because then I can play Cold Snap, full block. I think that's the best way to do it. So give me Defragment and Equilibrium. And that's going to let me save the Electro for next turn when I shouldn't be getting attacked. Also the Sunder. I can do big damage with Sunder next turn. So we play Equilibrium, Cold Snap, Defrag. Take a little bit. No, we don't. Because gold-plated cables. I always forget. It's always confusing, too, because the gold cables activate differently than the loop would. I don't know why they decided to do it that way. Probably just to confuse me in particular, right? Nobody else, just me. I'm sure that's what the devs were thinking. Let's capacitor here. I think just getting orbs in play is the best thing I can do right now. It is tempting to play that Sunder for 48. But I think in the long run, having orbs down is maybe more beneficial. Yeah, I think so. So let's do it that way. Because this is 15 every turn, right? Instead of, which, you know, in 3 turns is basically the same. In fact, it's more than that now that I have defragment here. And I can hologram Equilibrium. Seems like a pretty good thing to do. So that's 3 energy. And then I can hold a defrag for later. Or one of the cool-headeds for later. Let's do that. So that's 18. 8. So I only need to block 2 more here. So I can cool-headed defrag. We'll play the other loop and the cool-headed next turn. And we're good here. Once we get Frost in play, this should be pretty free. Aggregate doesn't do anything here. It gives me 1 energy, but it costs 1 energy to play, so to net 0. But I draw 5 cards next turn, which means aggregate becomes really good. So we hold it for that turn. Play it now. Maybe really good was an overstatement, but it's still pretty solid. Lets me play basically everything in my hand here, right? And kill. Not bad. Don't think I want a weak potion. Second self-repair. No, you take Skim here. Skim is more card draw, and I definitely need that. Mummy Hand. Mummy Hand is great. We have a lot of powers. That's really dope. Very happy to see a Mummy Hand. This is also a really good turn for said Mummy Hand. I think with the Skim and the cool-headed, I definitely want to seek for aggregate here. And then the question is, what's the other thing that I get? Drawing could give me more information on that. Is it actually just like hologram? So I could Skim twice or cool-headed twice? Or is it just one of the powers? Not sure. I'm going to seek for aggregate and definitely something. I guess a defrag. Getting focus up is important, for sure. And now I can cool-headed Electro. That let's play Cold Snap for 0. Recursion to Lightning. Compile for 2 more. Play the loop. Cool-headed is free. Can even play Overclock here. Might as well, right? I have the energy. Yeah, that gets capacitor down. Go for the eyes just for damage. I can play Equilibrium for free. Might as well. Panic button keeps me safe from next turn. I think I probably want a hologram cool-headed. I could see a argument for hologramming Skim here. I think I'd rather have the Frost than just the 1 draw. Yeah, let's hold these. Pretty good first turn. I'm very happy to see go for the eyes here. And between defrag, guess I'll play a 0-cost Doom and Gloom for 1. Sure, Dark Orb could theoretically be helpful. And that's a full block, yeah. Maybe not quite, but pretty close. And close is good enough for me. No, we got it. Right, because I have the loop in play too. Yeah, that's plenty. Plenty. Just going to play this now. And hopefully we're going to be pretty safe in this fight from here. If he doesn't do too many of the big hit 45s, we should be okay. Just going to equilibrium here. Save all these to play next turn. Might even be able to kill him by evoking that Dark Orb here. In fact, I believe I can. Cool. Love to see it. Nice, easy fight. A little late for Singing Bowl to do much. Unceasing Top. I guess with Aggregate, it could theoretically do stuff. Essence of Steel I don't want. And I will take a White Noise, yeah. This card says free Echo Form pretty much every time. You take that card. And I got full health, I have a Fairy, I have a Self-Repair. This is a really hard fight. We could definitely take a lot of damage here. But I'm going to fight him. I want a card reward here. And I have Bottled Seek, so what am I afraid of? What am I afraid of? Good question. As tempting as it is to get powers, I think the best play I can make here is just Aggregate Skim. Yeah. Get Aggregate and Skim. Aggregate. Where are you, Skim? Skim. Because then I can hologram Skim, right? So that gives me the potentially the most value. Just being able to get the Skim back and play it again. Gets me really deep into the deck. And yeah, now I can play White Noise, get a free Electro. It's going to make Core Surge free. Trying to decide what I want a recursion here. We already have the Electro in play, so maybe it's actually Recursion Lightning. Sunder does 48. If I Cold Snap first, then I don't even need to Recursion Lightning. 48 kills him. Now we're perfectly safe. I can Capacitor, Zap, Recursion. Not going to dual cast? Well, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Let's do it. Yeah, because that gives me Frost in front, which is good. Could overclock here with my 1 energy. I guess I might as well, right? Because then I could play Loop, Equilibrium, hold the Cold Snap. That Mummy Hand made a huge difference here. This deck is like popping off now. Feeling really good about it. And yeah, I think we just Panic Button here. Should be relatively easy to kill him next turn. We don't even get the no block because of the artifact. So that was like a really safe thing to do. And yeah, taking 0 damage to these guys feels great. For my troubles, I get a Tori and a Power Potion. Power Potion's amazing with Mummy Hand. You definitely take that. And interesting options. I don't think I need a third go for the eyes. Aggregate Plus is cool, even though I already have an Aggregate. That's a good card. Doubles my chances of seeing it early, right? And with Unceasing Top, I'm always going to be able to use that energy more or less. I could see making an argument for a Chill Plus too. Guaranteed Frost Orbs turn 1. When I already have the Seek bottled. That's pretty good too. All good options here. I think I'll take the Chill. Being guaranteed Frost turn 1 is very powerful. So right here, this is 3 Frost Orbs this turn, which is going to make it, like normally I'd be taking damage here, but now I don't think I am. We definitely Seek for Aggregate, and I think, yeah, Skim. Being able to Seek, Aggregate, Skim is such a powerful combo. I could see maybe getting Electro instead, but we'll see Electro eventually with Aggregate and Skim. I think that's a better option. So I want to Aggregate here. Let's Defrag to possibly make the Equilibrium free. Okay, I made Skim free, that's fine. Then I get to Chill. I want to remember to chill before I kill these daggers. So we capacitor. All my cards are free. And I'm going to get to use the shit out of the unceasing top here, which is really great. I don't even know why I'm... let's sunder you, I guess. That's cool. Now I'm retaining for 2 turns. I'm not going to play Panic Button. No reason to play this card. We're pretty safe at this point in the fight. This deck really became a lot stronger than I was expecting it to, which is pretty awesome. I'm very happy about it. Not very often that you get to bully a Reptomancer like this. Although that being said, this is not the greatest turn. I think I'm still fine. Let's play Doom and Gloom first. Cold Snap here. Yeah, we already blocked this. I don't even need to worry about Panic Button. Let's overclock. Compile? Ooh, I don't want to compile because I don't want to miss my powers, right? So let's just defend, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Okay, this is pretty good. We Recursion Frost first, I think. So that full blocks. Then I can Electro and Loop. Might as well Core Surge. Hologram. I guess Hologram. Go for the eyes. Keep weaken up. Don't think it really matters. Seems like the fight's pretty much over from here. Yeah, I can even Sunder. Don't even need the dual cast. Let's just Equilibrium. Compile next turn. Cold Snap dual cast actually just kills. Already played Self Repair? Yes, I did. Nice, easy fight. Love to see it. Old Coin Akabeko is kind of cool. More money never hurt anybody. And Amplify's interesting. We have 2 Equilibriums and a Seek. Like I could amplify a power turn 1 if I wanted to with the Seek. Which kind of makes the other capacitor redundant, right? I could just amplify capacitor when I see it. Hologram's good too, that being said. There's pretty much no such thing as too many holograms. And I don't even know that I need to amplify my powers. Although more focus is always tempting, right? Being able to get 4 focus out of each of these. That's essentially turns these into 2 bias cogs. Assuming you can, you know, afford to do that. I'm going to take this Amplify. Maybe that's greedy of me. But I'll cop to those allegations. Let's see. What is the best upgrade here? Maybe Seek or Loop. Loop would be a good upgrade. Yeah, because then Amplify Loop becomes insane, right? It's like 4 extra orb slots. Let's upgrade Loop. And I guess we take a normal fight. I don't know why I want to do that. I guess we chill first. Before I Sunder. This jerk. And then we go for the eyes here. Guess I'll Cool-Headed first. Before I Seek for Aggregate and Skim. Skim? Where are you, Skim? There's Skim. Yeah, now we get Amplified Defrag. Awesome stuff. Should have Beam Celled there first. Probably isn't going to matter. Oops, and I forgot about Unceasing Top. I can't believe that hasn't happened yet. That's usually... Forgetting about Unceasing Top is like the easiest thing to do. It's so unnatural. You're done playing your cards, you think the turn's over, and then you have more cards to play. And you're like, oh damn. Pretty cool, actually. Didn't need to self-repair there, so that's fine. Do I want another Cold Snap? With the chill, I think probably unnecessary. If it was another Cool-Headed, I'd take it. I don't think I'd take another Frost Attack. So let's just take a little HP here. Double 7s. And I'm going to upgrade. Amplify. We might have enough card draw that Amplify upgrade is pretty good. And with Unceasing Top, right? Although maybe with Unceasing Top, I upgrade Aggregate and get even more energy. And play even more cards turn 1. Yeah, let's do Aggregate. And we got to fight Time Eater. I'll give Time Eater something to eat. Let's, yeah, I think we just do the thing. Seek for Aggregate and Skim. Makes Skim a good upgrade too, but with Unceasing Top, that doesn't really matter as much, does it? Ice Cream would be insane here too. Love to have some Ice Cream. But that's basically always the case, right? That's just like an IRL thing. Who doesn't want ice cream? Pretty much everybody wants ice cream. I could see maybe using the Ancient Potion here to use Panic Button. In fact, maybe I just do that anyway, right? I'm going to draw so many cards here. Although I can only play 3 more cards. Probably should have thought about that. Play Electro for sure. Play Sunder for sure. And I guess I don't want a Panic Button here. Take a little bit of damage. That's fine. Oh, but that left me on 1 card too. Damn it, I didn't even think about that. Well, Equilibrium here is fine. Kind of got lucky. That was a big mistake. Now we have Weaken down. That's good. And more Frost in play. I'm going to Overclock here. Try to find the powers. I'm going to Equilibrium. That's going to let me amplify the powers. I guess I wait on Go for the Eyes. Yeah, because I want to amplify Self-Repair at least next turn. And ideally Defrag if we draw it. Okay. Amplify that. Then I guess what? Play Doom and Gloom. Core Surge. Strike. Really want a Frost Orb in front to get all the extra block from that. Let's see. Draw these 3. Do I have an Ink Bottle draw in me? I think I do. So it either gives me Cool Headed to draw another one. It gives me White Noise to have a power. I think what I do, let's see, Beam Cell, Zap. I'm gonna defend twice to see what I draw. Okay, Cool Headed's good. Then I can play White Noise. Alright, I don't want to amplify Storm. So what am I hologramming here? I guess Go for the Eyes is important. I'll play the Storm. Hologram, Go for the Eyes. I was hoping I was going to get a cool power to dupe here. I guess I just play this. Let's see if we can hologram the Defrag and amplify it. I'm going to wait. It's not like I'm taking damage that turn, right? Okay. Cool Headed is good here. So I guess I just Equilibrium here. And Cold Snap. Pass. I kind of want to do a similar thing here that I did to Champ. Where we get a really big Dark Orb. And kill Champ that way. Although it doesn't look like I'm amplifying Defrag here. Because I already have my hologram. Unless I could hologram Equilibrium. Let's do that. That seems like a pretty good thing to do. Hologram Equilibrium. Play that. That lets me hold the Defrag for another turn. Then I'm going to dual cast the Frost. Recursion the Dark. And just defend. Just to get the card count up to 6. I don't think I even needed to play that defend. Yeah, we're already blocking 45. Hopefully we draw Amplify here. That'd be really, really cool. Okay, we have a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. We got it. Amplify defrag. Yes, please. And I guess Equilibrium here? Or Cool-Headed? Just Equilibrium. Because he's healing here, right? Yeah. Okay. Now we get the Weaken down. That's really good. I guess I can Beam Cell Cold Snap. Cool-Headed. You want to get this Frost back in front. But I also... Or this Dark back in front. But I also would rather have Frost than Lightning in play right now. So I'm not going to play either of these. Which means I guess I just Sunder. Let's compile first. See if I get a better option than Sunder. Which I don't think I did. So Sunder it is. Leave myself on 6 cards for next turn. Easily full block. And now we just need to dual cast that Dark Orb and we win. I can even recursion it here if I wanted to. I guess that kind of works too, right? It's not as emphatic as maybe I would like. But I think it does the trick. I can just play Ball Lightning. Doom and Gloom. And we win to lightning damage. Here, I can even play Defend. Why not? Alright, that went pretty well. We clear Ascension 6. Really happy about that. Pretty strong run, all in all. I have a lot of money for Act 4. That's going to be really nice. And yeah, I feel like I have a decent chance at beating the heart here. As always with Defect, it's going to depend heavily on how Shield and Spear go. Which I think Shield and Spear is actually the more difficult fight for Defect in a lot of ways. Because Defect doesn't always have the strongest damage when it comes to single targets. But we have some help with that with electrodynamics. Sunder could play a big role, potentially. Although that said, I think what I probably upgrade is the Skim here. I can see maybe upgrading Amplify, but the odds of us having 2 powers on the same turn to take advantage of that are pretty low. So yeah, let's upgrade the Skim. Card draw is good. And let's see what's for sale. Orange pellets. Do I even have a way to take advantage of that? Well, I mean, you can clear the debuffs from the heart. Assuming you get a power attack skill. Ice Cream's pretty crazy. Especially with Unseizing Top. If I buy the orange pellets, then this Ancient Potion kind of becomes moot. And I'd rather just have a power potion. So I could see buying that. Can I afford orange pellets plus ice cream plus power potion? That's 455 plus 52 is 507. I have 557. Let's do that. Discard this ancient and give me the power. Could take another loop. Meh. I don't think so. Not super necessary. I think we're all set on powers. And who knows, maybe we're going to get a nice tasty Echo Form from one of my power potions there. Haven't seen an Echo Form this whole run. I really like that. This feels like it needs to be Seek for some block. Have a lot of damage incoming here. 33. Chill's not going to block much unless I get focus. There's always that temptation to seek for like just seek for Amplify and Defrag. Get the 2 orbs from the Chill, 2 orbs from Electro. That puts the Frost in front, which is going to activate with gold-plated cables. And because of the Mummy hand, I might actually get to draw more cards that way. I think that might be the best line available to me here. Let's try that. So we get amplify, defrag. We play amplify on defrag. Now I'm going to chill, then electro. Keeps the frost in front. Block a little bit here. And I think I want to stay facing forward for next turn. Now I get to draw cards. I get to draw a lot of cards. I get to draw a shitload of cards. Amazing. There's my Echo form I was bitching about and asking for and begging for. Thank you, game, for your divine benevolence. I really appreciate it. Panic button. See, there's guaranteed... Well, I guess he's weak, so next turn I have how much damage coming in? It's like 7 by 4, so 28. This is going to block for, let's see, 6 times 4, so that's taking 4. But the thing is, I'm already full blocking, right? So what is Panic Button doing for me this turn? It's letting me draw more cards with my 7 energy is what it's doing. Is that worth it? I mean, it's not like I'm getting Ascender's Bane. We're not on Ascension 10 or above. This feels like maybe a little bit of a gamble here, but I'm going to do it. And if we get more Frost and or more draw, it could be really, really good. I could even hologram aggregate right now. Get even more energy. Sure. Yeah, now we get more Frost in play, which is going to keep me safe even with the no draw. And I just removed the no draw as a debuff. Okay, yeah. Guess that was the right play. Glad I thought about that for a second. Even though I didn't technically come to the correct decision. I did, but just for not the correct reasoning, right? And now Sunder finally shut me down. But I got to draw 20 cards on my first turn. Seems like a good thing to do. I like it. Now we compile here, obviously. Draws 3. Oh, it draws more than that. I forgot. Because of the Echo form. The awesome Echo form I'm not used to having. I don't get to double defrag, but I don't think I care. Because this fight is basically over at this point. Yeah. Pendant, Horncleat are pretty cool. Got a lot of relics this run. Oh, Black Star. Yeah, of course we did. That's what Black Star does. It gives you a lot of relics. Or you die very quickly. It's almost always one of those two things. I'll take one more focus. I don't think that's horrible. It's also, you know, another way to activate orange pellets. More zero cost things with Mummy Hand. Pretty cool. I think we take some Bead of Death to get these power potions in play. Although I could see an argument for saving one of them for next turn, right? So we can guaranteed have a power in hand to possibly clear the debuffs with orange pellets. Unfortunately, I don't have any block right now. So we're definitely taking some Beat of Death. It's just a matter of how much. I mean, we could try to do the thing I just did last fight and draw a bunch of cards that way. I think I'd rather just seek for Amplify and Defrag, though. Get guaranteed focus going. And the Chill puts one Frost Orb. That's going to block some for us. Yeah, let's do that. Give me Amplify, Defrag. Guaranteed get 4 focus going. And then I'm going to Chill. Okay, getting Capacitor down is awesome. And Electro for that matter. That lets me draw here. I'm okay with all this Beat of Death, I suppose. I'm going to defend now. Let's use the first power potion, which gives me creative AI, which tells me that I can play them both because I guaranteed have a power next turn. Give me the buffer, actually. No, give me the bias cog. I'm not going to play it, though. I'm going to try to hologram it when I have... oh, wait. Can I play power? I can play power attack skill right now. So don't be stupid. Just play it now. You have orange pellets. You don't need artifact. So yeah. Power, skill, attack. Keep a lot of focus. And yeah, I'll just play self-repair. Get it out of my deck. We miss the aggregate. But that's a really good start to this fight. We have the block from the frost there. Pretty good. We get a heat sinks, which is amazing. Let's see. It's the best way to do this. We obviously want to remove all the debuffs. That means skill, power, attack. And I want to play this. I think I should have played heat sinks first. That's okay though. Play equilibrium here. Doesn't really matter. I think we full blocked even without it. And hopefully we can get that frost back to the front sooner rather than later. This is a really good turn to see go for the eyes. So we skill. I mean, I don't even need to do orange pellets here. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's fun though. It is a fun thing to say. Do I want to overclock? We're already full blocking. I didn't realize I have Tori too, which, you know, makes blocking these multi-hits a lot easier. I guess with all these, I'm not drawing anymore with Unceasing Top, right? I'm not going to play Overclock here, even though I have 3 energy. I think I just would rather not add another burn to my deck. Maybe I'll use it here if the draw is really bad. I don't think that's going to happen, though. So, I guess defend first, then cold snap, loop. I'm going to play this slime to get it out of the deck, then I'll skim. Wish I had hologram right now. I could just panic button this turn. Seems like a little bit of a waste. Is it though? Ooh, I can hologram it next turn more than likely. So... stop? Not really sure. Not really sure. I would like to play the white noise. Let's do that. More focus, pretty cool. Even more focus is really pretty cool. Yeah, now we guaranteed get the hologram the panic button if we need to. And if I get an attack in hand... Oh, let's play Core Surge now then. So I don't even have to worry about orange pellets. I can just straight up panic button if I need to. And then yeah, let's I guess I'll defend and ball lightning. Seems like enough. Like to cycle that frost to the front. Oh, I forgot I didn't draw enough. So I can't hologram anything. Can't hologram panic button here. Alright, because I drew too much rather. That's okay though. Because now I can, I'm going to defend, then aggregate. Cool-headed, play machine learning. Beam cell, cold snap. Hologram. Guess I need to hologram cool-headed because the burn is shutting down my Unceasing Top. So let's at least draw something here. And I'm not going to play Equilibrium because I don't want this burn in my hand. I want to be able to use Unceasing Top next turn. And as you can see, we're already overblocking this by a lot. Play another copy of Creative AI? Sure. Why not? Why wouldn't I do that cool thing? It's totally available to me. Again, I don't want to overclock. Don't really care about Doom. I guess I'll play Doom Revolt. Little damage. Get the fight over with faster. I don't think my fairy's getting touched here. Sure doesn't seem that way. Look, I can even play an upgraded Sunder. That's pretty neat. Amplify the loop, sure. Why not? We're just playing nonsense at this point, which I'm totally cool with. I am all in favor of nonsense. Yeah, I think you're just dead to lightning, right? No, you're dead to, yeah, this lightning. Didn't even have to wait another turn. So, that was a pretty good run. I was very happy with that one. We cleared the Ascension, got a nice heart win, got off the Schneid as Defect, which is always nice. Nice to get wins instead of losses, even when you're climbing Ascension. Get to, oh here, let's do the meme thing and release the fairy. Let that fairy have a nice happy life and freedom. Pretty solid score, all things considered. And yeah, with that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next episode.